Hello everyone, it's the first week in February and time for a brand new prompt in the Facebook group, the Mixed Media Emporium, prompt of the month. Now for anybody that wants to follow along with this prompt or challenge, I'll leave the link to the Facebook group, the Mixed Media Emporium, in the description box below. But the prompt for this month is follow your heart, and you can interpret this in any way you like. Now I want to make some really cute layered heart embellishments, and these are the papers that I've pulled out to use. I've got these gorgeous sticker papers here. I've got some vintage music paper, so front and back, and I've also got some braille paper. You do not have to use the same papers as me. Use whatever you have. For instance, you could use some coffee stained paper, you could use regular text book pages, and some scrapbooking paper. Use whatever you have on hand. Now I want to start off by gluing these pages here down to some faux coffee stained paper, just because when I layer these up you're going to see the back, and of course the back is white. This is sticky paper as well, so I don't want it coming undone. So I'm just going to try my hardest to peel this apart. Anybody who follows me knows that I really struggle with this. And I'm just going to stick it down to this coffee stained or faux coffee stained paper. Oh, hang on, we've got a crease there. I'm just going to use my bone folder. Here it is. Let's just use the bone folder just to smooth that out, and I'm just going to go ahead now with my paper trimmer and just trim around the edges. So that's what that piece of paper looks like. And for anybody who was thinking, she's stuck it down to the wrong side, my faux coffee stained paper is double-sided. So the next thing I want to do is score my papers. I want to score my papers at 3.5 centimetres, which is 1 3/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to score this here like so. Now I want this on the outside, so I'm just going to fold it this way round, and I'm just going to take this off to the paper trimmer and just get rid of the excess. And then I'll do exactly the same with my music paper. Now this is really fragile. Do I want it on any particular side? I don't think it really matters. So 1, 2, 3.5. I'm just going to score really gently because I don't want this old vintage paper to tear. So again, I shall just trim the excess away, and I'll do exactly the same with the braille paper as well. So 1, 2, 3.5, and just fold this in as well. I've got my pieces of paper ready that I'm going to use for my embellishments, and this is the other side of this piece of paper here. I'm just going to leave that as it is so that I can use it as a collage piece, just because there isn't really enough decorative detail on it, but you know, I can use that for collage at a later date. I've also cut myself a plain piece of paper to the same width, so 3.5 centimetres, 1 3/8 of an inch, and I'm just going to use this to practice with. I want to have a go at cutting myself some heart shapes. Now you can go directly onto your patterned paper if you want to. I don't trust myself to get it right. I'd like to have a couple of practice goes at this first. And what I want to do is cut myself some hearts. So that's the first one. So that's that shape. I really like that. And I'm just going to keep going all the way up this piece of paper. Maybe we can have a longer, skinnier one. Try not to stop. Try and go round in one piece. So you can see that one's slightly smaller. Shall we try and do a stumpier, fatter one? And so we've got that shape there as well. I like all of those. I've decided I want to use this larger heart first, and let's go with this blue paper. I'm just going to line this up, and I'm going to use this as a template. Now you could draw around it if you want to. I'm just going to try and hold it in place and just cut around, just being as careful as I can. Just move my fingers out of the way. And fingers crossed I've got that right. That's beautiful. I really like that. And then I'm going to take this template again, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the music paper and with the Braille paper as well. I've tried bunching all three pieces of paper together, but it doesn't work. The papers are too thick, and they end up being all different sizes. So I think that this is my preferred method of doing it, but of course you can do it any way you like. So there we have it. So that is the one that will go on the front. I'm just going to fold it in this way, and of course I can start layering these up. I just need to do the Braille paper as well. Bring back my template. All of my hearts are the same size, and before I do anything else I just want to ink around the edges just to get rid of that white edge and to grunge them up a bit. And then I'm just going to take them off to my sewing machine, and I'm just going to add a line of stitching down the middle. Well, I think it's fair to say I got a little bit carried away. I just absolutely love these, and you know me, when I start making embellishments, once I start I just can't stop. So I'm just puffing them out just so that you can see all the layers, but I think these are absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you some of the others. I love this shape here as well. That's super cute. And this one, I really like the one with just the text on as well. They're just so pretty. And this one. Now, I also made some small ones for any of you that have got a heart-shaped punch. They're really easy to make. These are the little tiny ones I've made. Exactly the same method. I've managed to sew these up the middle as well. It was a little bit more fiddly. Now let me show you how I did these, because there's a bit of a knack to it. I cut out the heart shapes whole like this, without folding them in half. You fold in half afterwards, and I just used my scoreboard. And what you want to do is just choose one of the lines. It really doesn't matter which one. Line the top and the bottom up with one of the grid lines, and just score. With the music paper you need to be really gentle if it's vintage paper like mine is, because it tears really easily. But that's it. So now I can just stack all of these together. We'll have the music paper in the middle. I've already folded these. Oh, I just want to ink around the edges, and then I'm just going to take this last one off to the sewing machine. Oh, because I've made so many of these, I thought it would be really nice to use some of these to send in happy mail. So I'm just going to give you an idea for packaging them up. I've got another piece of the paper that I used to make these. I think it was the one that this one came from, or it's very similar anyway. I've also got a plastic bag, packaging bag. So what I'm going to do is slot this inside, and in fact actually I'm going to have that facing the back, so that the recipient will be able to use that for another project. And of course it matches the hearts that I'm going to add to the package as well. Now I want a way to display my hearts, and I want to use some music paper. Now I've got some music paper here that was from one of these Mo cards, medieval collection of books, and I got this from either Amazon or AliExpress, somewhere like that. And there are just pages and pages of music. Some of it is Christmas music, but I've pulled out a few pages that would work. We've got Love's Old Sweet Song, perfect, The New Year and My Valentine. This one here, which I think is really pretty, with the bird and flower detail on it. I really like that. A Rose from You, because of course we've got some roses on there. And My Heart Will Go On. The ones I really like best are these, in fact, these three. So let me just put those to one side. And I just need to decide whether these would work to display my hearts. This one might be a little bit busy, but I want something that the recipient will be able to use again. You know, completely inspired by the things that I receive from your creative studio, because the packaging is so wonderful and I have just as much joy using the packaging as the products themselves. So we've got that one there, or we could have something maybe a little bit plainer. This one here, let's see which one we think. Love's Old Sweet Sweet Song. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to cover that up in order to get these to fit. Do you know, I think I like that one better. I think it's less busy and makes the hearts stand out a little bit better. So I think that's the one I'm going to use. So I just need to find myself some repositionable glue so that they will come off the music paper really easily without the background tearing, and so that I can slot them inside. And I'm going to use some of these mini glue dots to glue my hearts down. So I'm going to try. I'm never very good at using these things. Let's see if I can get them to come off. There's one. Let's see if I can. Oh, no, missed it. I'm absolutely rubbish at getting these to attach. I'm not going to lie. Let me just see if I can peel that off and just move it over slightly because it's not in the centre, but that will do. So I'm just going to stick this down, eyeball it more or less in the centre, and hopefully those are just strong enough for them to stick, but will be really easy for the person who receives these to peel them off when they come to use them. Let's see if I can take these off with my tweezers. You see, that's easier. That's much easier. So I'm just going to stick this one down. In fact, I'm just going to take that off because it's all curled up, and let's put a fresh one on there. There we are. That's much easier. Oh, there we are. We've now got those glued on. So I'm just going to pop this inside, and that's a really nice little embellishment, I think, for somebody to use in their collage projects, or, you know, ATCs. They make really lovely focal images, I think. And then I can just fold that over. Let's just fold it over and stick it down. And then let's see if we can find something to decorate the top with as well. But doesn't that look cool? I think that's a really nice little handmade Happy Mail. I've taken the embellishments out of the package and popped them round the other way so that the closure is now at the bottom, because what I want to do is use a piece of this braille paper to just add a bit of decorative detail to the top here. And of course the recipient will need a way to get inside the package and open it. You can see I've drawn myself a line here, and what I'm going to do is add some repositionable removable glue stick just to the bottom on both sides, just to hold this in place. So here and here. And then I'm just going to stick this on the front, line it up, try and get it as straight as I can. I don't want to cover up the heart. About there, like that. Yeah, there we go. That will do fine. And back in with my ruler again. I just want to find the middle. So the middle is about 7. So I'm going to make a hole at 10 and 4. So I'm just going to use my pokey tool just to poke a couple of holes. Try not to stab myself in the process. There we are, one hole there and one hole here. And I'm just going to use some twine just to wrap it and make it look pretty. Now, before I do that, I'm going to rub out these pencil marks. Got some of this lovely twine here. And I'm going to use this. I've cut a length that's 3 times and slightly over the width of my my braille paper. And I'm going to, in fact, actually, I need to go out through the front, come in through the back, and then I'm going to tie myself a bow. Come on, through you come. Here we are. And then I just need to straighten this out so that it's roughly the same length on both sides. So let me just go off camera and fiddle around with this. I don't want to tear my paper, so I'm just going to be really gentle about this. A bit more. Here we are. That's about right. Make sure that that's tight enough at the back, and I'm just going to tie myself a little bow. Of course, this isn't very easy because I've got 3 different layers, but oh, doesn't that look so sweet? And the recipient will be able to use every single piece of this, you know, both the packaging, the string, the braille paper at the top, if they want to. I think that looks gorgeous. I'm just going to trim this slightly so that they're more or less the same length. Doesn't that look pretty? So let's make a greetings card to go with this. I want to use this beautiful bird heart here. Now I'm going to use some music paper, and I've got this book here, which is the 9 Symphonies of Beethoven in Score. And so I'm going to choose a piece of music. I want something quite busy, I think. I like that one there. Do I like this one, which is less busy? No, I like this one here, so I'm just going to cut this out. Now I went rummaging through my stash because I knew that I had a gold greetings card with an envelope. These were Christmas ones that I bought a few years ago, but I just think it fits the Valentine's theme, so I've cut my music paper down accordingly. I've also cut a piece of braille paper as well, and these were cut to fit this card background, and of course the heart fits on top beautifully. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I'm just going to go away and stick this down. For anybody who wants to know, this is where I've applied the glue to the background, and let's pop the heart down. Let's try and get it centralized. So I'm just going to weight that down underneath a heavy book. This is my finished card, and I apologize for the glare on this one here, but I just love the way that these are dimensional. I think they look so pretty. Of course, that's the envelope that goes with the card. This was just, you know, in a set. I think it was something that I purchased from the Works a few Christmases ago. So that's that one there. Of course, I didn't stop at one. I made this one here as well. Again, I've wrapped the twine around. This time I used some green twine. This was something that's been recycled. I received this on a gift, and I've just used some coordinating baker's twine as well. Love that. That's what the back looks like. So that's that. And here's the coordinating card. So let me just fluff this one up as well. I used one of the backgrounds that I received in this month's Your Creative Studio box as well, but I just think those are absolutely lovely. Let me know what you think. I had so much fun making these beautiful embellishments and packaging them up as well. Always good to have some Happy Mails in your arsenal. And for those of you that take part in swaps in other groups, you know, these are just great to package up because they're just so flat. As you can see, I've still got plenty to use for my own projects, and it may well be that I package some more of these up for Happy Mail, but I do want to use some of these in collage projects in my journals, so keep watching because you'll see these pop up in a video sometime soon. But if you've enjoyed today's video and it's given you some inspiration and ideas, as always, I'd very much appreciate a thumbs up. Can't tell you how much that helps my channel. Do subscribe as well because that really helps. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.